Would you consider the speakers at the conference to be Calvinists? John Piper and Kevin DeYoung, would you consider them to be Calvinists?
I definitely think because we're talking about missionaries, the Calvinist belief is going to come up, so that's why they're talking about it a lot.
Okay.
And I think that it helps point us through what we're supposed to do as a missionary.
Alrighty. And what would you consider, you three, would you consider yourselves Calvinists or no?
I definitely think God has a plan, but we can't assume that people are just going to know about the word if it's not spoken.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well here are the 7 questions. Alright, here's the first one. Do we, as Christians, do we keep ourselves safe by preaching the gospel to ourselves?
Well, I definitely think it's important to remember the gospel. And as we grow spiritually, I think we might think that we couldn't have been saved in the past, but through God's grace and mercy, anything is possible, and I do think that.
But do we have to remember the gospel, really, to stay saved, to keep ourselves saved?
Yeah, we have to know why we're saved. And how we're saved. Yeah.
So what would you say about the idea that we revisit the gospel afresh to keep ourselves saved in order to get new sins forgiven? Would you agree with that or disagree with that?
Well, I think we're saved once, and God will never let us go.
So once saved, always saved. If God's saved,
if you're truly saved, yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's right. Okay, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
All right. Question 2. Do sins committed in the Christian life separate us from salvation?
Well, as sinners, we're going to sin.
Right. Does that separate us from our salvation?
No.
No. That's a no. All right. Question 4. Are Christians totally depraved? The tea and tulip, does that apply to mankind only before they're saved, or does it also apply to Christians? So you're familiar with tulip. So the tea, which is totally depraved, would that also apply to Christians or just the unsaved guy on the street?
Well, we have God's love.
I'm sorry?
We have God's love. So we're not.
All right. Let me see. Where was I?
I'll just leave.
Question 5. Are Christians still under the law for justification? No?
Well, I think once we get justification, we have to work for sanctification.
Right. Okay. So your question's moved there. All right. Do pastors have the authority to forgive sins?
No.
That's a definite. Okay. Now, question 7, and this is the last one. Do you believe that the New Testament Christian life is the Old Testament Sabbath? In other words, if we do works in our Christian life, we will die spiritually. No. Okay. We're done. Thank you very much. Now, what you can do, we put this website together just for this conference, and there's actually a book there online that the pages are on the slideshow. So if you log on to 7questions.org, you can read this book. And actually what this book establishes is the fact that John Calvin would answer every one of these questions, yes. Okay. Right, yeah. Calvin said that you have to get absolution from your pastor, not priest, pastor. So basically it's a pretty interesting book. It's mostly citations from Calvin's defense. Okay. If you log on to the contact button, hit contact, and leave your mailing address and put in offer 221, you will actually be sent a hard copy of the book.
Okay.
For free? What do you think of that? So there's one for each of us. I can't thank you enough for being a part of this. All right. All right.